When it came to creating our final products for media studies, there was a wide range of technologies that we used. This is because media studies is mainly a technology based subject, so we had to use a range of technologies to present and create our work. In the process of creating all this work, I mainly used the Apple Mac desktop computers provided by the college. This is because a lot of the media based work, such as Photoshop for media designs or Final Cut for video editing, would be done on these computers. With the creative software already installed on the system for students' use, this made it a lot easier to access and use. During the research period for my project, there was not a huge range of technologies that I used apart from basic computing software such as Microsoft Word and various other websites for research details. Although the main technological work platform that I used to showcase my ideas, constructions and work was Blogger. Blogger is a blogging platform website used by Google, where users can create a personal blog for whatever use. Blogger was an extremely helpful and also easy to use platform to post work and ideas, along with sharing work and my ideas with other students. When researching a wide range of music videos, I use YouTube. This website is a huge video sharing platform also owned by Google. This gave me a wide variety and I could look at almost any music video I could. I also use YouTube as the main distribution platform for the final project music video, because it's easy to upload and share with others. The planning period also included some preliminary tasks that were carried out to practice my own skills with certain technical software packages and programs. This included the first preliminary task that was to do a Julian OP inspired Photoshop image. For this I had to use a photo of myself and edit it to a cartoon-like style, which was inspired by the OP art form. This art style is notably seen on the cover of Blur's Best Of album. This task helped me gain some skills with certain Photoshop tools that I did not use previously, and I also gained some skills in preparation for creating art for my digipack in the final product. Another preliminary task that was carried out was the lip syncing task. This task helped me get used to creating a video on the style of most music videos that include lip syncing sequences in time with the song. For this I had to play a song whilst filming and pretend to sing it in time with the song. I had to make sure that the song had to be heard on camera also. This is because later in the process of editing the lip sync, I had to match up the two waveforms from the actual song to the song played near the camera. This is in order to have the two clips entirely in sync. These preliminary tasks were extremely helpful in gaining skills in video editing and image manipulation at a basic level, using Final Cut and Express and Photoshop as the main software packages for these tasks. Although the tasks were quite basic at my skill level, they prepared me for the future tasks ahead, in creating the final music video and digipack and poster. During the planning and construction period for my product, I started using a wider range of technologies and software. This is where I used my research information and started to put forward ideas for the actual construction of the product. Because the song that I was using for the product was property of the Horrors record label, I had to get into contact with this label in order to get permission to use their song Still Life. To do this, I simply contacted them via email using Microsoft Outlook. This ensured that I had permission to use the song in the media video. During the planning and construction period is when I first started shooting for the music video. There was a range of planning that was done before this, such as using treatment sheets, call sheets, risk assessment sheets, and shooting schedules to make sure that the filming sessions were organised properly with the correct paperwork. These were simply done on word processing software. The first batch of recordings that we gathered were done in the college studio. This provided us with professional, controlled lighting, a good recording environment, as well as props that were needed such as drum kits that we did not own ourselves. I used a range of equipment to record the material for the music video, such as the Canon EOS camera. This camera provided excellent and sharp video quality in recording. There was also a wide range of features built into the camera that helped with the cinema photography, such as manual focus and a range of settings for different recording environments. This camera was quite new to me as I had never recorded using a DSLR camera, and the only previous experience with recording video was with the college's handheld Panasonic cameras that were of a lower quality compared to the DSLR cameras. I gained some new skills and knowledge using the DSLR camera, and I gained my confidence in recording video over the time I spent using it. Other equipment I used was the tripods that were provided by the college. Using a tripod ensured that my static shots were extremely still and did not jitter at all. This made it easier to get the still shots that I needed for the music video, and it was easier to set up along with the Canon EOS camera. The tripod was essential in the filming process. I also used a track and dolly along with the tripod in order to get the sweeping and panning shots that could not be achieved without this equipment. This helped me get some smoother, rolling shots in the video that were of a higher and more professional quality. My editing software of choice was Final Cut Express. I have had previous experience using this software with my AS Film Noir video and also my lip syncing task. It is also much more superior to other video editing software on the Macs, such as iMovie, which only provides a very basic and minimal service, whereas Final Cut offers a very wide range of features, effects, and methods of doing things on a much more professional scale. I was a lot more confident in editing the music video this time, as I had some time to practice and better my skills over time. Importing video clips into Final Cut is quite an easy process, and having a bin to where all the imported clips are stored, ready to put onto the video timeline, is a very useful feature which saves time. The downside to using Final Cut Express was the rendering time. Due to the high quality video from the Canon EOS camera, this meant that the video files were quite large in storage and took quite a long time to render larger clips. To save time, I cut certain clips down so I could render whatever I needed to edit faster. Final Cut uses multiple audio and video tracks for ease of use and multitasking. This was good for me as the music video had a large amount of different clips that needed to be put together and edited, so I used the different tracks for their own purposes. I used a range of effects on the final music video also. These included changing of the brightness, colour correction, and the use of the split screen effect that I used at the beginning of the music video. These were used to give the music video the certain feel and aesthetic that I really wanted from it. The colour correction helped me to do this to make the look of the video slightly darker in its colours. The effects that I use in Final Cut are very in-depth when editing video clips, and this did help me get the look that I wanted in the video. Although it was very in-depth, the user interfaces were easy to follow and there was no problem applying these effects to the video clips on the timeline. Overall, I think that Final Cut Express is an excellent piece of video editing software. It's professional, in-depth, but also easy to use after plenty of practice and following of tutorials online for help. Using this software definitely helped me gain further skills in using video editing software, and although I've used a range of video editing software previously, such as Sony Vegas, iMovie, and Windows Movie Maker, I think that Final Cut was the best one I've used so far. With its huge range of effects and tools, easy to follow user interface, and most of all, its professional quality. Before the filming of the music video, I had to create a storyboard animatic. This process consisted of drawing out each scene in the order of the video and what each shot would look like, and the content of what was in each shot. After drawing out each scene for the music video onto the storyboard sheets, I then had to take a picture of each slide on the storyboard and put together an animatic video using Apple iMovie. This consisted of putting the storyboard clips in order with the song to get an idea of how the video for the final product will be structured. To create the magazine advertisement for my product, I used Photoshop as the main program to develop the whole image. I'm very comfortable with using Photoshop as an image manipulation program, so I thought it would be suitable to use to create the magazine advertisement. I searched for royalty-free photography on Google for the background image that I used. I thought that this image matched the overall look that I wanted for the poster and went well with the band's aesthetics. The poster is very modern looking and I thought that it would go well for the target audience. I also used dafont.com, a website for browsing and downloading different font styles for the choice of the font on the poster. I downloaded the font Southern Air, which I think went well with the poster. A range of colour correction and brightness, saturation and contrast effects were also used to make sure that the background image went well with the text. I also used the iTunes logo, Amazon logo and Google Play Store logo at the bottom of the poster because it is important to include media synergy in the advertisement, especially one like this. When creating the digipack for my final product, I also used Photoshop to develop the image. To create the digipack, I first got a blank digipack template from Google Images. This is so that I could build the digipack based off the template and it was easier to lay out. I used some more royalty-free photography for the dark forest-like images on some sides of the digipack, and I also used an image from my photo shoot behind the CD section of the digipack. There was not a lot of photoshops that went into the creation of the digipack, and it was mainly putting the pieces together onto the template to create the full digipack. The photo shoot was quite a simple task that I carried out. This task was done during the filming process, as I had the studio already booked and the correct lighting environment that I wanted from the photo shoot, and how I wanted it to look. I used the Canon EOS camera, the one that was used for recording the video, as the photo shoot camera. This camera is also very good at taking photos with its wide range of features and manual and automatic controls built into the camera. And there's the wide range of technologies and technological skills that I have used behind the creation of my final products for A2 Media Studies. The research, planning, construction, final products and evaluations all utilise a wide range of technological services and products in order to complete these tasks.